Selamlar, hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Bugün sizlerle beraber yeni bir seriye yani Twin Mirror oyununa başlayacağız. Bu oyun Life is Strange yapımcılarının yaptığı bir oyun bildiğim kadarıyla. Onun gibi seçimlerimizin hikayeye yön vereceği bir oyun olduğu söyleniyor. Çok fazla bilgim yok oyun hakkında. Türkçe yaması da var oyunun ve o şekilde oynayacağız. Hem zaman kaybetmeden başlayalım o zaman oyunumuza. Nasıl bir hikaye bizi bekliyor? Şuradan yeni oyun diyelim ve başlatalım.
The skies are finally clearing up after a light rain fell most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. I'm your host, Carrie Hammond. Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Wick will discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting.
Grafikler güzel görünüyor oyunda, atmosfer. Bir dakika. Burada sesi kapatmam gerekiyor. Keşke kapatmamız gerekmese müzik seslerini. Oyunlar müzik sesleriyle çok daha güzel. Anma törenine geliyor musun? Kimin anma töreni? Muhtemelen daha demin gazetede birinin öldüğü haberi vardı. Onun anma töreni muhtemelen. Müzik sesleri olmadan da biraz değişik oluyor. İlk bölüm olduğu için müzik sesi denemeyeceğim ama ikinci bölümde falan bir müzik sesi denerim. Eğer müziklerden telif yeniyorsa müzikleri komple kapatırım. İlk bölüm olduğu için bu bölümlük müzik sesleri olmasın. Diğer bölümlerde duruma göre bakarız. Eğer müziklerden dolayı telif gelirse bir sonraki ikinci bölümde
This place was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart. I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big.
gerçekten manzarası güzelmiş. Keşke birazcık daha canlı yapsalarmış ama. Yani aşağıda su hareket ediyor mu, etmiyor mu? O bile dikkatli bakınca belli oluyor. Biraz daha güzel olsa daha iyi olurmuş atmosfer. Yani arka plan. Neymiş? Harita. Keşfetmek için. He. Burası mezarlıkmış. Basswood Nehri. Basswood madeni. Maden var ileride de. Evet.
Strange to think of Basswood without its mine. My hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares.
Buralıymış bizim eleman.
I remember spending entire summers on the banks fishing with Nick.
Anladığım kadarıyla cenaze töreni için şehre yeniden dönmüş. Bayağıdır gelmiyor.
I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things.
Tüm olanlardan sonra. Allah Allah. Ne oldu acaba?
You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway. You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway.
Güzel olmuş ama modellemeler falan hoş. Hoş duruyor. Bu ne? Acil telefon.
I get the feeling it still sees some use, given how bad the coverage is up here.
Tamam. Buradan öteye gitmek yasak. Vahşi hayvanlar.
These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone.
Av kuralları.
Hunting is another tradition I could never get behind. Just don't see the appeal.
Yani. Bana da uygun değil. Evet. Gün batımından yarım saat sonra ve gün doğumundan yarım saat önce avlanmak yasaktır. Yani gün batımından itibaren sabaha kadar avlanmak yasak manasında söylüyor. O da hayvanları uykusunda vurulmasın diyedir.
I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it.
Ayılar yesin diye yemek kutusu. Ayılar gidip arka taraftan alıyor galiba yiyecekleri.
From up here. Help give me perspective. Until that day.
Oo. Dürbün falan güzelmiş. Ne oluyor? Ekranın kenarlarında. Ne oldu?
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind?
Basswood demiryolu bir şeyler yazıyordu, göremedim. Maden
Even if it
kaparı
does
falan.
mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
Optimum darbe açıları.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
Bu babası galiba.
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others, even in me.
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... people around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
I heard you, Anna. But no, I wasn't
Bize bir
listening.
uyarıda bulunmuş kız. O kimse artık.
Come on, Anna. Look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna.
He,
You really need to see
sevgilimizmiş.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it. Sam, what are you doing?
He?
I'm trying to be romantic.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing? You look like I just ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring.
Niye? Ne oldu acaba? Şeyler olmuş geçmişte.
You should know that. We've discussed it before.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss?
Yeni günlük girişi. Ve zamanımız gelmiş. Anna bir kez bizi terk etmiş. Evet. Nick. Ha, Nick. Tamam. Ben bir an babası falan mı diye düşündüm. Babası değil, arkadaşıymış. Tamam. Sam. Ha, gazeteciymiş. Şehirden 2 sene önce gitmiş. En iyi arkadaşının cenazesi için geri dönmüş şu anda. Tamam. Güzel oldu bu ipuçları. Ne
I missed the
yapmışlar ormana?
funeral. Maybe it's for the best.
Cenazeyi kaçırdım.
On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again.
Mesaj daha geldi.
Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
Hı.
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
Burası demek ki çok küçük bir kasaba. Telefon hatlarındaki bağlantılar bile devamlı kesiliyor. Hiçbir şey değişmemiş dedi. Her şey eskisi gibi dedi. Geldik. Bu maden şehri muhtemelen, küçük bir kasaba. Ölen arkadaşının çocuğu.
Muley, you actually came.
It's been a while. You've gotten taller.
Can we talk?
We're talking right now.
It's cold.
So,
You left.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
It was
Açıklamama
more
izin ver diyelim
complicated than
bakalım.
just me and you.
It's always more important than me.
Joan, listen. After Anna and I broke up, I couldn't keep living with her. I didn't have anywhere else to stay. So I moved back in with my mom, who's over in Connecticut these days.
You didn't call, text, or anything. You were just gone.
I don't know what to say to that. You're right. I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone. I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed. He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong. I don't buy it.
I'm just in town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's death to mean something. But where does that lead?
What if it leads to the truth? That could change everything.
An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation?
A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself.
Ha, zaman
This is a wait.
durdu gibi şu an.
If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on,
Friends don't lie to each other.
even if it means disappointing her again. It's your call.
Ha, iki tane benliği varmış gibi. Biri gözlüklü. Ona umut verme diyor. Bir de söz ver diyor. Şimdi biz polis değiliz. Dedektif de değiliz. Ondan dolayı umut vermemek bence daha mantıklı. Evet, umut verme ya.
I wish it didn't happen too, Bug, but sometimes life just isn't fair.
I thought he meant something to you, too.
He did mean something to me. He was my best friend. But you can't fix this by trying to force pieces that don't fit together.
Whatever. I'm tired. If my mom asks, tell her I went home.
Altyazılı olması güzel ama birazcık demeyeyim. Hani altyazıdaki tutarsızlıklar, kelime tutarsızlıkları hiçbir şeyi güncellememiş sanki. Yapan arkadaş. Yapay zeka ile yapılmış bir altyazı zaten de. Açıp bir oynamamış galiba oyunu yaptıktan sonra. Bana söyleme diyor, yani ona söyleme diyeceğine mesela. Ve bunun gibi bazı şeyler. Anlam bozuklukları var yani cümlelerde. Keşke biraz daha özenli yapsaymış. Çünkü yapay zeka ile yapılan başka altyazılı oyunlar da oynadım ama çok daha güzel yapılmış haldeydi. Bu ne? Arabası kızından daha yaşlı diyor.
Seems Kathy's been keeping this running 100,000 miles past its prime. I hope she's not running short on money. Might as well talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later. Some of the police force stopped by, which means most of the police force stopped by. Whoever said you can judge someone by their car never met Tara.
Bütün arkadaşları burada. Walter Dawson eski patronu.
Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years?
Yani gittiği için olabilir.
I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you. Even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times like these, we need
Hadi
the
sarıl
comfort
hadi.
touch of others.
Çok istekli gördüm seni. Kırmayalım adamı. Geri çekilmek istemedim şimdi.
Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
Gümrükte yeni biri. Bak mesela Basswood'dan ayrıldığım için zarar görenlerin arasında John bunu hak ediyor. Etmiyor olacak. Vaftiz kızıymış bu arada. Yalnız bir kızın tek arkadaşı olmak kolay değil diyor. Şimdi bir de babasız. Onun için daha da zor olacak diyor. Eski patronum diyor. Bildiği her şeyi o öğretmiş. Hmm. İyi bir insan. İyi bir insan. Tamam. Şimdi para girme zamanımız geldi.
I'm not ready for this.
Korkunç olacak. Aç bakalım.
Here we go.
Daha deminki adam iyi bir insanmış. Bizi de seviyor anladığım kadarıyla. Geri çekilsek adamı incitirdik. İncitmememiz iyi oldu.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot investigative reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires, but that mean you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town right after this, right? 'Cause if you aren't, well, Nick
Just really embracing those Hicks stereotypes, huh, Joel?
Gentlemen,
Bununla bir sıkıntımız var.
good old boys another round.
mighty kind of you, Declan. You're not worth it, Higgs.
Ya da bize çok kızgın.
Making friends
Şeyden
already,
dolayı.
I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah. Shame that. You watch yourself.
Eyvallah. Kimmiş o adam? Merak ettim. He. Maden kapandığı zaman. Madenin kapanmasında bizim adamın bir etkisi var galiba. Polis içinde gerçekten bir polis olan bir polisimiz var.
I think it's time I
Tamam.
go put up a photo at the
Bu
memorial
onun için
board.
kızgın.
That's what people do, right?
It's the guy who got the mine closed.
I can't believe you showed
Cümleye yeni girdi. Tamam. Baktık zaten.
after what happened.
That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
Çok zaman aldı diyelim.
Took reading thousands of public records, but a pattern emerged of willful negligence.
You are a bulldog. A dangerous man to anyone using power to exploit others.
That's nice of you to say.
Now, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
Kimmiş? Bunlar. Eczacıymış, evet. Zaten söyledi. Bu kim? Ormanın yöneticisi ve Her şey hakkında bilgisi olan insanlardan. Her şeye bir yorumu olan. Şu arayı tutturmak biraz zor.
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce. But anyone can see she's taking his death hard.
Bunlar boş eski eşi. Ölen arkadaşını.
Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
Sam hala geldin.
You got some nerve. Joan texted me. Says she already went home after you upset her.
I was just... I don't know.
Look, Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
Söylesek mi?
Your daughter thinks Nick's crash doesn't make sense.
She's a little girl who lost her father. She's confused right now. Don't you go encouraging her, or worse, putting those thoughts in her head. I frankly thought you knew better.
Do you think she has a point?
I think you should stay away from her.
Öbürünü deseydik keşke. Kadına çıkışmak yerine. Kadınla aramız pek iyi değil o zaman. Gene gittik. Hatıralara, aklın sarayları. Neymiş bu? Hatırlayalım bakalım.
You're a lot
Biziz.
like Pac-Man, Sam.
I can
Ölen
see everything in my
arkadaşımız.
path.
You find every
Pac-Man.
last bite. The mind
Pac-Man
closing
oynuyor.
wasn't your fault. Your investigation just hurried things up. You'll probably save some lives, you know.
Hi, Dad. I'm Yuli.
You piece of...
Language.
Dile
Is that a
dikkat
wedding ring?
diyor. Bu bir yüzük mü?
I didn't know you were thinking about marriage.
Oh, it's just... It feels like the right thing to do.
Dad, what's the point of getting married?
Well, it's just one of those things people do, Bug. Here, you can play.
Someone has to show you
İnsanlar
grown-ups.
yapmadıklarını yapar
Video
diyor.
games are the realm of the young.
Have you talked to Anna about this?
That's kind of the point. I'll talk to her about it when I show her the ring.
If you say so. Hey, just remember I'm here, right? If you need anything,
Eyvallah.
pick up my arcade secrets. Those I'll take to the grave.
Her şeyde yardımcı olurum ama Pac-Man ne diyor? Pac-Man'de nasıl kazanacağın hakkında hiçbir şey
Sorry we
söylemem
lost
sana.
touch.
Güzel.
Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy.
Ay be.
This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face. He was more her best friend than a dad. I wonder who took that picture. Happier times. We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend.
Bu da çocuklarının
Bug
doğduğu
was
gün.
so small back then.
Ha, Nick de gazeteci galiba.
Those two were a great team.
Nick de gazeteci. Ama eğer bu işin altında bir şey varsa
Samuel.
söylendiği gibi, yani çocuğun söylediği gibi
Yeah, that bet you'd
üstüne
never
gideceğiz
come back to
muhtemelen.
Basswood. Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
That wasn't the reason I left town.
Oh, you think it was that girl of yours? You left because the town hated your guts.
What have you been doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing.
Değişik bir arkadaş.
At least tell me how you've been.
Yeah, like you'd care.
Not too much. But suit yourself if you want to be like that. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
Evet. Bizimkinin ve sessiz bir gitar dinletisi.
As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I must part.
Bunun arkasındaki müzik duruyor olsa kesin telif yerdik.
How little you know
Tahmin edebiliyorum.
of grief
Arkadaki müziği.
and
Tanıdık bir ezgi çünkü.
in my poor aching heart. 'Tis but I suffer for your sake. Believe me, dear, that's true. I wish that you were staying here.
Bu kimmiş? O da bir gazeteci. Yani sevmiyor bizi belli zaten kadının konuşmasından. Orijinal bir tip. Tamam. ESC'ye basıyorum. Bu kim?
But no more than 3,000 million.
Sheriff Mitchell.
I thought it was 4,000.
Anna'nın yanına gidelim.
Has it really been 2 years since I saw her? She hasn't changed a bit.
Konuşalım bakalım.
Anna?
Sam!
Karşılık verelim.
I've missed you. Why did it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
I won't lie, it really hurt coming back. I stopped by Lookout Point on the way here.
Sam, why'd you do that to yourself?
A desire to open old wounds. The old-timers gave me hell when I came in, too.
People around here have short tempers.
and long memories.
But most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
Bunu diğerlerine
I
söyle.
wish everyone else understood that.
People are scared. Mad. You were easy to blame. When my father
Günah
lost his
keçisi bizim
legs,
adam o zaman.
nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. Started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
But you and Nick started going out? When did this happen?
A few months ago.
Birkaç ay önce.
He never told you?
Sana
He
söylemedim.
asked me to let him be the one to
Mükemmel.
say something.
Eski en yakın
That you be so
arkadaşımız ve
close.
He probably
eski
tried.
sevgilimiz.
I hadn't been answering his calls.
That's the worst part, right? Anything broken just stays broken now. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
It's hard for me to really just wrap my head around it. Nick being gone.
Evet.
Smart. Don't rock the boat when the person in the boat just lost a loved one.
It's big. I can't get my head around it either. His stuff is all over my house, but he's just missing. Things without an owner. Most of it I'll probably give to Joan and Kathy, throw away. I don't even know. Sam, I'm tired, and if I'm gonna drink and cry, I want to do it alone. I played that stupid song like I told myself I would. He said, or he used to say, it made him
Eve
ache.
gidiyor. Git bakalım evine.
I did it, and I'm going home. We need to catch up, though. Let's meet for coffee tomorrow and talk. Really talk. 9:30?
Yeah, maybe.
Gidecek mi? Gelir misin diyeceğine
I'll be at the
gidecek
cafe
mi?
across from the paper. Christina's.
Tamam.
It was honestly nice seeing you.
Samuel, come. Have a round with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3. And then I'll go.
Gidelim. Günlüğe yeni bir kişi. Evet, gerçekten bir klişe. Aynen.
I didn't know you read Dickens, Ethan.
Walter can be overwhelming at times.
Not really. You
but
just
he means
quoted him
well.
a couple of times, and I thought it sounded good.
Ethan.
Then you should read.
He's
Great
owned this bar for
Expectations.
almost a
It's a
decade and still
masterpiece,
can't afford
plain
another
and
employee.
So, Nick wasn't drunk, and me? I was drunk as a skunk.
Ah, Samuel, join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Oh, spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear Nicholas.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right there, with a bad dad joke or two.
With friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
Well, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
Doğru bir şey diyelim ya.
He was always good with John.
Güzel bir şey diyelim.
Though Kathy did the heavy lifting. Took her to school, fed her, clothed her, and Nick would pick her up.
Besledi,
Like that for a few
giydirdi.
hours. Mostly she'd just sit in the office drawing. He'd drop her back off with her mom after dinner.
Greater men have done far less by their daughters. The friend of man, the friend of truth. The friend of age, and guide of youth. Few hearts like his with virtue warmed, few hearts with knowledge so informed. If there's another world, he lives in bliss. If there is none, he made the best of this.
Burns. That from your eulogy?
You know Robert Burns? And no, just something I keep on hand for toasts.
Well, it's a good choice. And sorry about that, Sam. I wasn't trying to bring you down.
Bu da gitti. Bizim eleman tek başına kaldı bakalım. Ne yapacağız? Oo, bir tane daha. Hop, bir tane daha. Hop, bir tane daha. Nereye kadar acaba?
What a night! I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if the years didn't smooth their animosity as much as I hoped. Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh?
Yani buraya kimse davet etmedi.
I didn't ask for you to be here. To come back. I couldn't let you miss this. You just showed up. You can't see it now, but the guilt would have eaten you alive. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in, that's progress. Fuck the world. Pointless talking and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable. Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises.
Bu bizim elemanın konuştuğu tam olarak ne acaba? Acaba onun vicdanı mı? Yoksa bir kişilik bölünmesi mi var? Farklı bir kişilik mi? İçindeki.
Stay out. Okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9?
Çıkışı 9'a koymak mı? Otelden çıkış 9 mu olur ya? 12 olur.
Head. Pills plus drinking. That was not my best idea. Did I black out or what? Ugh, I can't think straight. Need some water on my face. Clear it up.
Bakalım, şehre yerleştik gibi şu anda. Artık bu saatten sonra neler olacak? Bu bir cinayet mi yoksa gerçekten bir kaza mı? Onu öğreneceğiz artık. Şu an 9'u çeyrek geçiyor. O zaman bölümümüzü burada noktalayalım. Önümüzdeki bölüm kaldığımız yerden devam ederiz. Videoyu beğendiyseniz ve videoları beğeniyorsanız kanala abone olmayı ve bildirimleri açmayı unutmazsanız bana destek olabilirsiniz. Hepinize iyi günler. Görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın.